What is up guys, Rarity here with a new video, and just now I actually cleared 395 live on stream on the AFK stage. As you can see, quite a lot of damage actually needed to do that, and 395, that isn't just any stage, that is a pretty special stage, and you will see why in a second. We'll just collect all of that loot, because those were quite a lot of stages, and I guess that is the game right now, clearing a ton of stages. There are 4 Duras Trial. We have the Sunrise mode at the moment, which I have no idea what it actually is, I'll be honest with you guys. We did the Iron Wall treasure challenge last time, but you can see it's reset because that was the sunset mode. Now it's the sunrise mode. And why is 395 special? Well, because we get to stage 3. Stage 3, 395 season AFK progress is the requirement. So this is currently probably the best that I can achieve. Next one would be 445, quite a bit behind. I reckon we can't reach that, so we're going to go for stage 3 right now. And the one that I really fancy and that I really want to go is obviously like Ranger. I mean, if we check out the heroes that we have, like the respective stages give you your charms for the hero of that faction. And of course, one of those heroes that we have in there is a marksman. I said Ranger. No, I meant marksman. Marksman, Odie. We have Merrily in there, so there are some very, very interesting heroes in Marksman that I do like, that I do want to check out, and that I do want to see the skill of. So that is something that I kind of fancy. If we go for tank, I mean, it's Thorin. Maybe here we could go Rainier, and you can see it a bit there. Carolina would be interesting as well. But we're going to find out about all of those. For today, we're just going to clear these stages. This is going to be mostly stage clearing video because we have to clear all of them. I reckon it's going to be pretty easy. At least last time it was. We're just going to use a few heroes that are that have the symbol here, that they have the stats upgraded for this specific mode. So this is what we're going to do. Just going to in there we have the all clear requirement of winning within 60 seconds, and yeah, once again it looks like one shots all the way. Because they said this is like a pretty massive stat boost. Stat boost is the thing that we get here, and it surely seems like that. The enemies don't really do a lot of damage. We can see the first level 3 challenge though that I did in a second, because after this one we do floor 3, and that is the one that requires 395 AFK stage cleared to be unlocked. It will also grant us more loot. For clearing we also get some loot, though the blue ones are pretty useless. What we need are at least the level above that, the purple ones. So we'll see what this actually gives us in terms of loot. If it's more difficult, you can see there is no... I actually didn't really set any proper team. I just used the heroes that have their stats upgraded without any consideration to synergy or anything, even though, I mean, it's a pretty decent team, fairly tanky. Didn't really look difficult at all, but we see we get a few more of the epic rarity ones, and those are the ones that actually unlock a skill. So those are the ones that we actually look after. Igor, they're very nice, and Tundra, we take it. Actually 2 for Temesia, very, very good. So this was actually the first challenge, and we're going to see what we can get from the other ones. We actually can clear all of them today, which is very, very fancy, because today all of them are unlocked. Of course, we have to use different ones here. They are like, okay, for the other ones we made it a bit difficult. Let's make it way more easy. We give you the full Iron Burst comp together with Granny so that we get faction boost. Win the battle with all heroes alive at the end. I'll be honest with you guys, I think these enemies aren't going to see like 3 seconds in this fight. Okay, they saw a bit more, okay. But, yeah. Yeah, bit crazy. So makes this a bit easier. And you can see for the clears itself right now we don't use any Duras tokens. For the loot later on we'll have to decide on one floor, clear that and go for it. But this challenge, however, very, very, very easy. Getting the Carolina there, epic one, very nice. We take it. That is pretty, pretty cool. And you always want to fulfill this all try requirement. Because that will make you able to sweep those floors, to actually clear them, and will be fairly interesting. Scalita there, okay, we got 2 for her, at least stat-wise, this is quite a nice upgrade. So we are not going to get any skills from that, at least not if we don't drop the other ones. So that was it for the warrior charm bonus. Fairly easy again, especially with the heroes we had available there. Next one, let's clear this. Let's see which heroes we have there. Oh, we got a bit of the Maulers there. Okay, we can go on Tundra, we can go Coco behind, put a bit of Smokey in there. I'm a bit concerned here that we don't have any hero that deals proper damage. So here I want to use the hero that actually can deal some damage. And maybe we finish all of this up. Who do we use in there? We have those, we have those. We could use Roan, maybe stall a little bit. Or we use Alsa, then we go full Mauler comp and we have win within 60 seconds, so that is pretty decent. Because those were very, very defensive heroes there. So kind of want to make sure that we are still able to clear this in a sufficient time frame. You see, it's a lot slower than the Iron Burst comp we had before. Now, let's be honest about it. If we put the Iron Burst comp in all of those fights, I think we would have cleared them. Didn't really check out the loot there. That was a bit of a fail. That was a bit of a fail. Yeah, pretty hyped about Dura's Trial, honestly. I like it. I'm very hyped about going into the game and checking out my loot every day, just doing the sweep. And I'm especially curious about today, because today we have a very proper, very good opportunity that we might, towards this end of this video, actually get our first skill. So that's very nice. We got another Skalita one there, so it's not entirely impossible to get from the tank faction, for example, something for a marksman. It is not impossible. It is just more likely that you get tank charms from the tank faction. But it's not impossible to get ones for other ones as well. Which I think there are probably reasons for me to say that I don't like this. Because I think just farming them from a single source would be a bit more interesting. Would be a bit more interesting, a bit more specific. Then again, we have this super long season and the charms, they are seasonal content. So at the end of it, they are going to go away. So I think it's not all that bad. But this is just a very nice way to get some free loot, to get some free power, and to get a bit of gacha mechanics in there. So again, we have Iron up here, which is interesting. We can go for Granny again. That is our tank. Valen and Sassiar are both in here, and we probably want to finish all of this team up with a bit of another either Hypogean Celestial, or we want to go with probably Arden, I reckon. Arden is going to be a great addition for this team, because that has some great synergies with Iron, and we get our 3-piece faction aura there. Very, very nice. Let's actually take that. A bit of tank team there. We have the laser gun people, which I was told some of you guys actually hate. In chat, some people told me that this is like not the best enemy. I personally don't like them either. I prefer... But they are not my top hated enemies. Like, the top hated enemies are either the perma-stun boars or those bloody riders that hit you with Mark 5 and super lightning speed and one-shot all of your heroes. I think those are a little bit more annoying in that sense. So what do we get here? I saw a lot of Reese, honestly. I saw a lot of Reese. So that is the question, if we can do something there. I'm personally aiming for Odie, I'll be honest with you. I'm aiming for Odie. Odie would be the one that I care about the most. But there are some other ones that, of course, have a place in the meta as well. And therefore, if we get the epic charms for one of those completely, I wouldn't mind either way. So what do we have there? For stage 3 clear, that is pretty depressing, I'll tell you that. Let's do our second to last challenge with the Lumont upgrade there. I don't think we even own Lumont. So, yeah, that's the thing. Granny again, we have basically our summoning team there, fairly interesting. Now we need one more hero. The question is, who do we use there as last hero? I kind of like Ewan, bringing a bit of the tankiness there. Win the battle with all heroes alive. Ewan certainly fits that theme. Taking a lot of damage actually on that Arden. This is not small damage, but we got a lot of shadows there. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Getting the shadows there, fairly fancy. Sadly no epic ones. We didn't see anything higher than epic as well. So that is also not that cool. Bit hateful towards that Arden actually, but he was alone, so now we fight him with the Shadow Army. Shadow Army with one of those guys actually being buffed by Florabelle apparently. Oh, I didn't check again. Okay, we will check towards the end of the video. That I will make sure of. Towards the end of the video, we will check out which of those heroes did go to Epic and which ones didn't. We lost here and there. Oh no! This is actually bad, because our requirement for this one is to win with all heroes there at the end. So we didn't actually get the all clear requirement, which is bad. Which is really not good. You can see there is the difference. Failing this one time. We could have probably had that very easy. Retrying costs an Duras token now. So we actually won, but kind of failed. So probably I should have actually just retried as soon as the hero died. Here we have Carolina again. I think we will take it a bit more seriously and are actually going to go with a more proper comp. Because I don't feel like losing a second time there. You can see we didn't really lose the entire fight, but the all-hero requirement there was lost pretty much, and that is of course not good. So now we have the Graveborn aura, we have win within 60 seconds, we have our full CC comp there with a few upgrades, so this team should make sure that we win within 60 seconds fairly swiftly. The arena is a bit different, I notice. Very interesting. We're not going to do the sweep again, I reckon. I don't know. I don't know if we should retry that. Maybe for completing everything, it would be interesting. But the support faction wasn't really the one that I'm interested in. So, yeah. Maybe for comparison, we just go in there and try it with an iron comp one single time. Then go for the double smash on the marksman side of things. Just going to try to get OD. Because that would be very, very interesting. I really want to make a video and see what the OD charm bonus is. I would want to see the charm effect on any of those heroes, really. That would be, I think, what I care about the most. Let's see if we can get some nice loot from floor 3. From what I've seen, like, doesn't seem to be the biggest loot upgrade. The next one, however, has the new, has the other potential loot, has the charm chest 3 in there, so that should make a bit difference. But right now, that is not possible. As support was the one we failed. It's actually this one. So now if we retry, and I think we're just going to go very seriously. Yeah, very seriously. I'm going to go like this. We're going to block here. Iron is going in. Carolina's going in. And for the last hero, I mean, we already have our faction boost. We could go with another tank. Could go with Scalita. Oh, but Alsa, in a situation like this, I almost don't want to use. Maybe we switch for the light heal spell, because that is actually the better one. Okay, we swapped 2 guys over there, Iron went there, we got the heal going from Damien, getting some nice hits from Arden, and Carolina sweeping up. So now we have it actually clean, we have it all done, and that means actually challenge 3 there. We got the Brutus one, so that's pretty good. And now we do our sweep, and we do our sweep for marksman actually, with the aim of getting OD. So now, as you can see, we have the perfect clear there with the red check mark. Working towards 445 will be the next. I don't think, as I said, it's possible today. And we'll do the double sweep, but it's our next goal. Tomorrow or the day after, I think we should have that, and we need to have that. So that is pretty important. Let's see what we get. Diurnal twice, actually. I don't have Diurnal. This is a problem. We got Iron, we got Coco. Have to say, I mean, like, marksman-wise, that is like, not too much marksman. Pretty much a lot of support. So, what are we going to do? Oh, we get a pop-up pack. Congrats on clearing 2 floors in any 6 Duras trials. Pop-up pack. 75 with Season Essence. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to get that. I didn't really go for Season Essence too much, but I'm running out of it. Clears floor 3. Okay, we have 2. Okay, there's apparently pop-up packs. Now you know about it. 2 times the same. I will set every single one of those guys up, and you will see in a second if we got anything nice. Okay, turns out I'm not very smart, and I was equipping all this stuff, and at that time I was actually told that I could open the boxes. And I mean, we saw that we got the boxes, but I didn't open them. So, yeah. Yeah. Chat says pro YouTuber right there. I mean, you aren't immune to it. But look at this. Those are like epic ones. Those are super important. I think we got the Odie skill. So let's open this. Oh, Reese, look at that. Ooh, double Odie. But it's for the same one. Ugh, sad. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. That's actually pretty cool. I mean, I'm not afraid to admit mistake. And obviously we got that here. We got 3 times Lumont for the same slot. That's bloody annoying. What's that? Santrana, 4 times for the same slot. You're kidding me. That is so annoying. Okay, now that we've ironed out my mistake, I go back to equipping, because we just already said that it's like, you have to go into every single hero, and then you do this. And then it equips it. And then you go out again, and you go to the next hero, and you equip it. But that's our first skill. Okay, let's check out this. That's our first skill. We got Carolina's skill. Bam! Okay, Elite Current gains 120 energy after casting an ultimate, triggers once at most every 8 seconds. Okay, I don't think that's so strong. I think it needs like 600 energy or something for an ult. And it's not bad either way. If we get that on something, I don't know, on OD for example, I wouldn't mind. And you can see, like, if you got a higher set of charms that we get from the later stages, then it gets stronger. So like on Epic, it's that's Elite. On Epic, it's 250 energy. On Legendary and Mythic, increases the damage dealt by 20% and gains 20 execution for 5 seconds when casting. Ultimate also recovers 250 energy after casting Ultimate, triggers once at most every 8 seconds. Okay, that is insane. 20 execution is very nice. That's like 20% more damage against enemies with 50% or less HP. So that's pretty nice. That's a massive damage boost. So if we look at that, like skills like this, if we go to Legendary and Mythic, this is meta shaping. That is really meta shaping. So this might actually be a huge difference in the skills and meta sets that we see later on. So I think we're going to see some huge things. So let me equip the rest and see if we find some other cool stuff. Okay, and while equipping, we found the next one. Ontimesia recovers 3% HP per second for 4 seconds and reduces damage taken by 10% when the HP ratio drops below 30% for the first time. Do I like this? No. This is like weak. Like, looking at this, below 30% means she's nearly dead. And if this is like a PvP fight, then she probably got targeted by something that does a ton of damage, and then like 3% HP per second for 4 seconds. It's like 12% HP, so she probably heals back up to 40% HP, which any animal will outdamage. The reduced damage taken by 10% is nice, but probably when we were looking at the other ones, that's 20%. Same heal, but over 8 seconds, so double the heal amount is a bit better, but longer time, same heal. I would have rather doubled the heal for the same time. That would have been way more nice. Legendary Mythic, let's check that out. First part is the same, we got reduced damage taken by 20%, nice. This sealing is triggered again after 50 seconds, but at a reduced rate, recovering only 2% HP per second. Okay, compared to the one from Carolina that we saw, I think this one is a lot weaker. Which is a bit sad, because Carolina, when we saw that, she also got a seasonal skill I didn't like. Oh no, wait, she got a seasonal skill I did like. Okay, her one was good. There was another one that I didn't like. So, yeah, pretty much alright. Let's see if we get another one. Okay, equipped everything, didn't get another skill. I think the Carolina skill is fairly cool. The effect there looks pretty nice as well. So Carolina skill, an extra 120 energy after casting an ultimate, can be nice. And the last part, Legendary Mythic, I think that's going to be really cool. But then again, the question is, of course, where do we go? And when do we actually get this? Because if we check out the Supreme Trial, and we just go for the Mage one, we of course now have the Mage Charm Chest 2 that we get. For the next one, will Mage Charm Chest 3, there is Mage Charm Chest 3, maybe there is going to be a Mage Charm Chest 4, but we don't know it yet. We'll probably find out tomorrow, or the day after, as soon as we clear that. And I think for today that's everything. Cannot really properly show the skill. Like 120 energy is just not a whole lot. Like, I think the impact of those right now isn't really there. For some things it's pretty cool. Maybe I have something that we can do. but I'm not sure. Let me check that out, because in Guild Trial, if we have some stamina here, we might be able to attack some Stronghold guards. Okay, sadly no Stronghold guards at the moment. That would have been quite nice to test against with Carolina. But I think her skill, like, it's not very impressive. It's just 220 energy, so we could get more ults from her, which is nice. But her damage again is mostly from snowballs, from snowball witchery. So that is really not that impressive. The last part though, once we upgrade it completely, once we get it to legendary mythic, that will be cool. I think we're going to see some interesting things coming up there, and it's going to be within the next days. I'm going to keep you updated with some videos here. Until then, I wish you guys a great day. We'll see us in the next one.